What's going on, guys? Right on, my teacher in the house, and I'm here with a quick little video for you guys. By quick little, it means I'm gonna talk and then you're gonna watch this. So this is an interview that I did last Saturday for Nerkco Official. For those of you who are not familiar with Nerkco, where have you been on my streams, you'll know all about it. Nerkco is a social network that I'm actually a member of staff on, and currently has over 1,500 members. We are the anti-toxin of streamers. We are a big streamer support network that aims to assist in streamers' growth, no matter how big you are, how small you are, whether you started out, whether you've been streaming for years. We've got a whole plethora of different experienced creators, all sorts of different platforms and various things like that. I'll leave my affiliate link down in the description down below for you guys to join if you haven't already. So if you stream, I highly encourage you to join it. But yeah, this is a really reaching interview. We talk a lot about myself, we talk a lot about my streaming, and various things like that. We go through some topics that some might find a little sensitive, so just be a little warned on that front. But yeah, as much as I love this theme song, I'm going to have to pause it. I'm going to get my ugly face out of the way so you guys can enjoy the interview. So I'm going to disappear, and you'll see me again in a bit, and enjoy the interview.
Guys, crazy things have been happening in life, right? That's it right there. What up, what up? Okay, let's give some love in the chat. Let's see who we got here. Let's see it. Let's see. All right. We got Philip Parchment. How's it going, Holmes? Dude, been watching you playing some Valorant like a boss. I think I got more kills, you know. My KD went up when I started watching you. Viper Bulldog, what's up, love? Jay Critch, how we doing? Hey, we got FaZe, we got Earl, we got the baby, we got our junior mod for the Unashamed Nations in here. Westclusive, what is up? Big fan right here. Appreciate you. And then Gyarados is in here. Right? Let's see who else am I missing. Duzin. We got Duzin Rose, who's one of my mods on my channel, and I'm very grateful for. We got Flavius. Oh, Flavius hitting us with that cheer. Getting them biddies in there. Remember, guys, if you guys want, if you guys can check out the Nerkco, our emotes that we've got going on right now. Guys, those are money. The Nerkco emotes are money. And let's just say that you should get them. How? Simple. Real simple. You just gotta subscribe to the channel, my friends. Guys, get that subscription. We got a lot of cool things that are happening at Nerkco, and we're excited to show you. So for today, I've got a good friend of mine. He has been with me on my stream dream and a part of my stream team since the beginning. And he's one who has spent 3 hours correcting one of my designs with me. I've also officially spent a 4-hour stint on making wings for this man flutter properly. And I absolutely love this individual. This is Rabambi Teacher. If you guys know Rabambi is one huge part of the Nerkco team, and we wanted to showcase and give some love to our Nerkco family. That's what we've got going on for today. So, if you guys know Rabambi, please let's give some love in the chat right now. Let's give some hype in the chat so that we can bring Rabambi to full fruition, and you guys can see his wonderful, beautiful face. Hit me with some those emotes. Spam it, here we go. Oh, we even got some of your emotes in here. Alright guys, it's official. Gotta bring my guy.
We have arrived.
It's about that time.
I got thrown out already, guys. Look, this is what Chaco does to me every single time. He scuffs it up on purpose just to try and make me look bad.
Oh my goodness. How you doing, my friend?
Dear. What's going on, guys? Let's do a proper intro, shall we? Let's see how we do it properly, because Chaco is so boring. He's just like,
yeah, what's going on, guys? It's the Nerkco Official Podcast with Chaco and O'Shane.
Shall we show you how it's done properly? What's going on, guys? Right, Mommy Teacher in the house, and welcome back to the Nerkco Official Podcast, the #1
podcast on Twitch. Don't fucking at me, because you're wrong if you say otherwise. But of course, I'm never going to be alone. They'll never let me loose on this channel by myself, because that's way too dangerous for them.
Correct.
But either way, I managed to get dragged up from Chaco's basement, and if you don't believe me, look at that door behind him, right? There's a door there with a rope on it. He'd let me loose so that I can come on here and talk to you guys. I don't know what the fuck they thought they were thinking, but we're here.
Guys, listen, I had to bring Rabombi Teacher here because he's a dear friend, and we're gonna get to all that stuff. And of course, you've got Mark. You've got an incredible story. You have an incredible work ethic for Twitch, for streamers, for Nerkco especially, and everything like that. But you have an incredible
What you mean
ability.
to say is I'm incredibly good at trolling.
And you have
That's what you mean to say.
Let's get into that. You have an incredible ability to troll properly, right?
Exactly.
And troll the right way. So if you guys if you guys have been trolled by Rabombi, do a hashtag Rabombi troll in the chat right now. If you've ever been trolled by Rabombi in your channel, hashtag Rabombi troll right here, right now.
I'm expecting to see 42 people right now, because we have 42 people in here. I expect to see 42 hashtag Rabombi trolls.
Hashtag Rabombi trolls. Let's get it. Like,
Bonus points to anyone that actually has my 1k bed emote, which is literally Rabombafett. Also, shout outs to Chaco, because he made it.
Oh, love that, love that, love that, love that. But, so...
Hashtag shameless plug.
No, I refuse. Ted for press says
well,
no, I
screw
refuse.
you too, Ted. I see you in there. I know you have my bit emote as well. There it is. Told you.
Rompe Madre. Hashtag Rabombi troll says nerdy and fit.
You've never been trolled, Rompe? That's not true. I'm trolling you later. You're welcome.
So, here, this is what I want to go for, right? So, for you guys who know me, I'm an artist. I am, especially within graphic arts, I'm not an illustrator. I have my own style and everything like that, but that's how we originally met. Yeah. So, I want to kind of go over a little bit, like, all right, how did you find me? All right? I want to hear your side of the story.
So there's actually quite a lot of things, because we actually both used to be part of the same networking group. We were both in Modern Nerds for quite a long time, but I actually didn't stop in through there. I actually found you before then, funnily enough, because I usually run around a lot of streams, be it Pokemon, be it whatever category. Obviously, I'm a Poke nerd. I call myself that on the end of all of my articles. Everyone seems to wonder what that means. It's like, no, I'm not a nerd that goes around poking people, I promise. But there is a lot of things that
he's a poking nerd.
Go on with that. But like, I spend a lot of my time running around a lot of streams, and yours actually happened to appear in my recommended on Twitch. Funny enough, because I was watching a bunch of art friends while I was getting some other artists doing some few things for me. And I thought, all right, I'll stop on in. And when I first stopped on in, all you just saw is this guy doing this. Literally at his screen while he was working. Did not say an absolute word. He was there for like hours on end, just doing artwork, not saying a dicky bird. He was just there, nothing. It was almost like he was just absolutely trying to stare hardcore into your soul. And I thought, you know what, this will be a fun guy to troll. So I thought, hey, ow, my eyes are hurting because you're trying to take your soul out my eyes, right? Whatever, and all sorts of weird, dumb stuff that I would always do. Unfortunately, Darkfire, as this is not my stream, those sound commands are not here. But you are not spamming Wobbuffet on me this time. There's no hater train over here, bitch. I see you. Don't even try it. Alright. But yeah, but that's pretty much how it happened. And I thought, you know what, fine, whatever. So I kept watching, kept laughing at how many weird faces he was pulling while he was concentrating.
No, it's true though. I mean, like, this is the funny part about the whole, like, our friendship and our relationship was like, because for you guys who don't know, Rabombe is 8 hours, well now 8 hours difference from where I'm at right now, but it was 7 hours difference. And when I was first streaming, I was online for 12, 13, 18 hour streams,
And for some reason, he imprisoned me there the entire time. Like, legitimately, the moment I tried to leave, he punched his hand through the screen and physically grabbed me and put me back on my desk. True story.
And it was just amazing because, like, as Rabambi was saying, I didn't really have I didn't have the experience to talk to people that weren't there, right? Just like every streamer kind of goes through that motion.
Oh god, when I started, I didn't think I said a word for like 5 streams. Like, literally nothing. I was just there playing Pokemon the whole time. Yeah. Nothing.
And then, like,
and the only person that was watching me was my former neighbor, who was like 15 feet behind me. That wall behind me, the other side of that wall is another flat where I live. So, like, literally the only person was watching me was my neighbor over there, and occasionally you'd hear him shout at me when a Pokemon died, which was pretty funny. But, like, that was about my stream as a whole.
And like, and like, even though Rabambi came in and was like, "Hey, this guy, he'll be easy to troll," he was always there. Like, anytime that I would be like, I'd just be like, "Hey, Rabambi, what do you think?" And it was just like out of nowhere. Mark would pop in and be like, "Hey, you're missing something."
And I'll be like, "It fucking sucks. Do it again." Every single time. And it was like, you missed the spot. There's 1 pixel off. Like, do it again.
It was you, me, and Ado. Like, we were like, oh my gosh, like, it was driving me nuts. I was messing with a font. And remember that night?
Yeah,
guys, like, it's like it. I could not for the life of me figure out how to align it, and like Rabambi's like screaming at the screen, like it's misaligned, and I'm like,
that's like 4 pixels too big a gap. What are you doing? And I'm not even the artist, and I even know what pixels are. How does that work?
So ever since that, like we've kind of come together, and it's just, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. Like, when I've gotten to know, and of course, like, over the course of these streams, we got to know each other, like, personally, like, you know, our stories, because there was loads of people who would stop into the chat, like, every so often, and they'd ask these questions, right? Like, they'd just, like, leave these life questions, and I was going through a bunch of shit, you know, like you have dealt with, and you have worked through, and you are working through a bunch of shit in your life, just like everybody. And it was amazing, like, how, like, it was really easy for us to kind of team back and forth. And instantly I knew that Rabambi was always going to be a friend, because he was a friend of the massive community, right? So I want to take a moment. I want you to give a shout out to your community, because I know it's huge, and I know you've got your goals, and I want you to express it. Let's go ahead and have you take a moment and talk about your stream. Let's talk about your community. If you want to give shout outs in the chat, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, so for those of you who have not seen this weird Harry Potter old wannabe that's let himself go a bit before, I basically am entirely a Pokemon streamer. I stream anything Pokemon related content. So there's a few of my regulars in. I see Iron V Darkfire in. I see Ted for Prez in. I've seen a few others in. I've seen Wolf Thunder popping in. So, like, there's a hell of a lot of people that are in my stream quite a lot. Silent J. Jared has been in my streams every now and then when he's not too busy breaking Nerkco. Don't tell anybody I said that.
Don't tell Jared.
But yeah, like, in general speaking, like, I have an amazing small host community. You know, I average sort of 10 to 20 viewers most of the time, which, you know, look, it's small time. But the reality is, most of those people are regulars. Right, a lot of them are coming back to my stream all the time, and kind of my whole mantra with streaming and why I started was because I actually have very severe mental health disorders. Now, this is something that might be sensitive for some people and might be hard for people to hear, but I will talk about it because I think it's important you guys understand that I'm not just some random troll that just streams for whatever reason, right? You know, my depression got very, very severe as a teenager. I went through a serious amount of abuse and neglect at home. I had multiple eating disorders. I had, at points, suicidal depression. So it is very, very darn difficult sometimes to actually understand just where I came from. And I actually why I started teaching was because the sad reality of the world is my story is becoming more and more common in the world. And there are kids even today that are still struggling with things that I struggled with, some 10, 15, 20 years ago. And it's only getting worse. But what I wanted to prove was that streaming can be a way of almost like aversion therapy in a way, which is, for those who are not psychology nerds like me, aversion therapy is putting yourself into a triggering situation and basically building up your mental state so that it's no longer a trigger anymore. Now, one of my biggest triggers, and it still remains a trigger of mine, it's something I'm working on, is my own appearance. Because I used to be 34 stone, 450 pound in weight as a teenager. I used to be incredibly big, very, very rounded and stuff like that. I hated it. Nowadays, I can turn it into a bit more of a joke because I'm like, yeah, I'm a big fat bastard. I'll sit on you and flatten you like a pancake, right? It works as a security officer, believe it or not, because people suddenly look at me and like, you know what? I don't fancy fighting him anymore. So it does work. 6'4", but like generally speaking, when it comes to streaming, I kind of wanted to provide a safe space for people that are suffering to just come in, be accepted. I don't care who you are. Don't care what race, gender, sexuality. I don't care, right? What I care about is that you are welcome and safe in my community. You get to have a laugh. I laugh with you. Sometimes might sash you if you troll me, because I'm pretty good at that. Most people have, especially Ted for Prez, has seen me Dynamax on screen quite a few times. Just make my webcam full screen by. You want to go, huh? Come on then. And it's great, right? It's a good laugh. And I have like sound commands and stuff like that people like to spam on my stream. It's a lot of fun, but that is what my stream is. And Pokemon, of course, I've been playing Pokemon for nearly 25 years now. Like, that is kind of my vehicle to put myself out there. But my stream is more a conversation with you guys, and Pokemon is a side project to me. That's the kind of way I like to look at my stream. Because I want people to be able to open up. And I want people to be able to feel like they can talk to me. And people do. Like, I get people DMing me on Discord all the time. Like, hey, thank you for stream today. I had a really rough day. Something awful happened. And stuff like that. But they're finding themselves able to open up to me because they've seen me do it. And I talk about my health on stream. Sometimes I'll go into deep conversation. If the direction of the stream is going that way, right, I'll go with it. People are too scared to talk about streaming on stream. Yeah. They worry that it presents them in a bad light. I'm not. I'll do it. I'll talk about these things.
How about faceless ones? Yeah, how about me? We love you. We love you, faceless ones. Absolutely.
Faceless one. No, you're the Slender Man. Because Slender Man has no face.
Now, guys, I kind of want to go into this a little bit more because, first of all, we're gonna go into your role with Nerkco, right? Because that's a very important thing. That's what we're here for. We are part of the Nerkco fam, guys. Can we get all the Nerkco fam and all that those emotes in the chat like right now, guys? You guys are gonna want to get these, so I encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel because this is your opportunity to get deeper into the fam. And more importantly, I want you guys, not just that, you could get these dope emotes, but guys, host the channel for us. Like, I know you guys might have some auto hosts and everything like that. If you don't, that's fine too. It's like, but guys, host the channel. And I don't know, there's somebody named Silent J in the chat. Maybe he'll add on some extra Nerk points to your channel if you host it.
Also, I'm expecting 100,000 Nerks to be on this interview, but I didn't tell him that before that. But, don't mind me. But knowing that now, Jared's just going to take all my Nerks away instead.
Riv got all the Nerks. That's right.
Of course I have. Well, I worked for it. Yeah, exactly, Darkfire. But we'll talk about that later.
But guys, like, what we want to express to you is that Nerkco is the antitoxin. It is what we love to call it. Rabambi, ever since I met him, we call him the Rabamba Fett, the troll, all of that, and he's self-proclaimed. But he trolls himself too. Like, and it's all healthy.
Anyone else, for that matter? I troll myself more than anybody else. I give my audience as much ammunition as possible to troll me. Like when I do my Nuzlocke playthroughs, my audience can kill my Pokemon. Like, they can literally lose me the game if they really wanted to. They can turn my entire layout into Wobbuffet themed. I have Rabombi themed branding because that's my mascot, of course. But like Wobbuffet being my least favorite Pokemon, they get the opportunity to have me suffer an hour of Wobbuffet on my screen. And it literally is in a position where it looks like Wobbuffet's eating me. Yeah, it really is that bad, right? And then there is the Rebombafet bits emote for 1k bits that, of course, Chaco made for me. So, hashtag shameless plug. But like, there's various things like that that I give my audience as many opportunities they can to troll me because everybody laughs. It's hilarious, right? You know, I put stupid sound bites in that people get to abuse. Right, especially the Wobbuffet one. Yep, IMV Darkfire is very familiar with the Wob train as he starts most of them. Is that Snorlax behind you? No, I'm the Snorlax, Jared. Jesus. Come on, you've seen my face already. What's wrong with you?
All right, so guys, now I'm gonna tell you, Rabombi's in my streams a lot, and if you guys ever go to my streams, I say a bunch of shit that is wild. I don't even know where it comes from, and it's like, and oftentimes it either doesn't make sense, or if you walked in on the stream and you're just like, oh my god, like, and without fail, within moments, I get a new link of a clip every single time, yeah. And it comes from one person. Yeah, it comes from this guy right here. All right.
Yeah, who's doing that? Come on, that's just not very nice.
Sorry,
that's a joke I have on my stream all the time as well. I always say there's an evil person behind me in the corner of the room.
So I want to hit on this. I'm going to give you an opportunity. All right, to your favorite trolls on yours truly. You know, some of the things that I've done, some of the things that I've said, you know, or even some of your favorite trolls that have turned into precious moments, right? If you have anything to think,
oh man, there's so many of them. How on earth am I supposed to pick one? You can't ask me this. This isn't fair. There's way too many of them.
Guys,
in fact, I might have to put the link in the chat. I'm pretty sure it's in your Discord somewhere. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I think it has to be. I think my favorite thing that I walked in on has got to be this one. I posted in the chat. I don't know if it still works. But I hope it does. Someone can check it, click on it or whatever. That one was one of my favorite moments that I ever did. It was literally a human body fact thing from him. It was, yeah.
I know exactly which one. I know exactly which one.
I don't even think I could repeat it on stream. It was that awful.
Basically, I said, if I'm properly remembering, it was this the ass in the manhole one?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So at one point, listen. At one point, somebody was saying something like, and it was like, and it's like, what, Chaco? You don't know what that means? I think it was something that had to do with like, I didn't know what full tilt meant. I didn't know it. All these.
That's it. Yeah.
Right? I think it was. I didn't know what full tilt meant. Like, because I'm not really a gamer. I love playing games with my community. I love learning, all this stuff. But I'm not really a gamer, so I don't have like the gamer lingo down. And so I'll ask my chat, like unashamed. I'll be like, "Hey guys, what does tilt mean? What does full tilt mean?" And someone will poke back and say, "What, you don't know what full tilt means?" And I'm like, hey, sometimes I don't know my own ass from a manhole. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, it was just like one of those things. I'm just like, Chaco, did you even think about what you said before you said it? And for 100% certain he didn't. Like, there was no two ways about it. This is Chaco all the time. Chaco will say dumb things and not even realize he said them. That's why I call him a dummy all the time, right? People people wonder, do they think I'm just literally flaming him all day? No, I'm just literally speaking the truth. That is basically Chaco in a nutshell.
No, it's like, and the funny thing is that like, I know there's a lot of people who like, he'll just be like, oh my gosh, did he just say that? But like Rabombi will literally be like, oh my gosh, did you just say that? And that's a lot of the fun. But like, I wanna kind of go into why. Okay, first of all, how did you join Nerkco? How did you hear about it? How'd you get hooked up with it? And then how did you get to the point where you're on staff, right? because
my
you took
journey
it to a whole
actually
nother
happened
level.
surprisingly fast. So for me, joining Nerkco in general, I actually first heard about it through a friend of mine who actually leads a networking group himself, Hermes Game Corner.
Yep.
He was the first one that kind of mentioned it. He was talking about it in his group and stuff like that, and amongst the mod team that he has with him and stuff, he was talking about it a lot. And I was like, okay, cool, fine. So I looked at it and I wasn't quite sure. Because for me, like, anything that looks like Facebook is kind of a bit of a negative stigma to me. I hate Facebook. It's a horrible environment, and it's not something I like to be a part of. So I was a little bit worried about it. But then I sort of mentioned it to Chaco in one of his streams, because I didn't actually know he was on Nerkco at the time until a logo suddenly appeared on his stream. And I was just like, hey, wait, what the hell is that? Like, I've seen that before. What's this? And in the end, I eventually was just like, okay, well, I'll jump on in. I'll have a look. I'll make an account, and if worse comes to worse, I'll just delete it again. You know, it's not the end of the world. Like, nothing, no gains, right? You know, it's simple as that. You kind of just work in that environment. And in the end, I joined it, and I thought, okay, I'll have a look. So I started posting on it, started interacting with it, stuff like that. Met a whole bunch of other people randomly. Lexi was one of the first people I actually hopped in on. And then there's like Aladrin Game On and stuff like that. All these people that I would never have heard of, like, beforehand, had I not joined Nerkco originally. And now I'm on their streams all the time. I'm making Andrea do like 5 minutes of ASMR because she wrongly blamed me, so I gave her 5 more minutes, right? So, like, stuff like that. And it's like, suddenly I was like, actually, you know what? This might be worth it. So I started talking to my friends, getting them involved as well. And I was like, yo, I've just joined this amazing place. I've met a whole bunch of people. Then I started getting more and more people in. And suddenly I was recruiting like 3 or 4 or 5 people a day. Like, just constantly bringing people in. And then Jared messaged me. It's just like, how the hell are you getting all these people in faster than we can? Right? Literally, like, the first thing is like, you're doing something that we're not here. What's going on? So... And like, we were joking about it for a little while, and I was like, okay, well, I'll keep on going. I'll keep plugging away, see what I can do, use all the friends that I've got, connections that I have, and stuff like that. And then eventually, Jared, like 2 or 3 weeks in, was like, you know what, I might just need to have you on my staff team. I think you're way too good not to be. And then I got promoted to staff, and then from there on out, I've been going from strength to strength. I've been pretty active, working to bring more people in, but also traveling around the Nerkco fam as well. I'm sure many of you who are in here right now would have probably seen me in your streams at least once or twice, whether it be lurking or trolling you guys, whichever one you prefer. But like, I'm always around, and I think that's the kind of mantra that I've always had is I wanted to spread that example where, for me as a staff member, I think it's important to be a presence amongst the community as well. And, you know, Toxic Gaming, who's also in here, he and I keep bumping into each other every time we're moving around. We're always going to be like, we're always in. I keep saying to Chris, I'm like, mate, we should stop meeting like this. People think we're traveling packs. And like, people might think we're a bit dodgy, you know, whatever. But like, it's great because like, that's how it should be. Like, it should be creators, you know, supporting each other, even if it's content they wouldn't normally watch, right? Like, I'm a Pokemon streamer primarily. That's what I stream. But I don't stream anything else. I don't play other games on stream. I don't play the fad games like Fall Guys or Among Us right now that people are playing on stream. I don't do that. But I'm still able to build a community playing what I enjoy playing, right? And a lot of that comes down to me being a nutcase. But it also comes down to people actually enjoying my kind of content as well. And that's what people come back for.
Well, and I love that. And by the way, Westclusive, thank you for the drop biddies. I got to give pay some homage to some of our stream team that's in the chat right now. We it looks like we got our 3 previous interviewees in the chat right now. Lady Sayora, hello. Nerdy and Fit, hello. All right, and then of course Babs, who was on 2 weeks ago. Babs, love you, miss you, and guys, I hope you guys are doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and give some love to some of our Nerkco stream team members, but then also Nerkco members all together with as many emotes as you possibly can in the chat. And then I want you guys to give me a little bit of a hashtag Toxic Toss. How does that sound? Hashtag Toxic Toss. That's something that we say a lot in my stream. But it was actually born... Toxic Toss was born 2 weeks ago while we were on stream with Babs. And we talked about the Toxic Toss because Nerkco, like for those of you guys who don't know, if you're tuning in and you're trying to figure out like what we're talking about, what this is all about, literally it is a place not to just promote your stream, but you are literally you're going to get more precedence, you're going to get more prestige, you're going to get more opportunity the more that you're promoting other people's stuff. The more that you're promoting conversation within the stream. And then on top of that, we have an entire staff that's like working around the clock to make sure that no one is going to mess up that feeling, that community for any of us. Right? So like we are one huge family with big aspirations. All right, we got a big aspirations. And then,
yeah, my ass is too big. They wouldn't let me show it on stream. Literally, one of my audience named one of my Pokemon Kabuti, and we've literally been having this joke since the entire playthrough that my Kabuti's so dummy thick it breaks Twitch terms of service. It's been a joke for quite a long time in my audience, and I kind of like it a lot. And it's one of those kind of fun moments. But like even speaking towards like Nerkco and interactions and stuff like that, the more you actually interact with Nerkco, the more Nerkco works for you. Right? People have been memeing on me that I have no life because I'm #1 on the ranks ladder for Nerks right now. But a lot of what I'm doing is I'm actively commenting, I'm actively creating posts, I do thoughts for the day almost every single day and stuff like that. Things like this happen a lot, right? Because that is kind of the fun that you can do. And like I will often, if I see someone who's just joined Nerkco, I'll go in and welcome them in. Like I will literally be one of the first people that says welcome to Nerkco, and like people will see the staff next to my name and they'll almost be kind of surprised that a member of staff has actually noticed them as soon as they've joined, like or within hours of them joining. And people actually kind of take to that, and I've had people come and watch me because I welcome them in. And it's like, this is what we're talking about. It's like us as staff, or even just other people in general, but especially us as staff. Like, us being active as a presence shows how much we give a damn, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I've been on other places. I'm not going to name the other sites that do similar things to what we do because it's not worth it. But I have seen so much worse elsewhere because they have staff that are just in it for either financial gain or they're just in it for the sake of trying it. Whereas, Silent J in the chat right now has been one of the most hardest working bosses I've ever had. And I'm not saying that to be a suck up. He's not paying me to say that. Just so that you guys are fully aware. That is genuinely my opinion. Right? I have never worked for someone as committed to breaking shit as Jared. I got you, Jared. There's you thinking I was trying to be nice to you. I built it up so perfectly, and then bam, there's the meme. See, look at this is what I do all the time. I'll go on a nice monologue and be super nice about it, and then boom, there's the joke. Gotcha. Easy clap. Welcome to the world of trolling. You're welcome.
Well, and that's what I love to hit on is that like everybody who's on staff, everybody who's on even on the stream team, are incredibly good at caring about so much more than just themselves. Like that,
exactly.
Like Jared, and Annie, and Duran, you guys all created this beautiful thing that like has this. Has this culture that is inviting those who just who care the most about other people. And guys, that's why Nerkco is amazing. You literally earn what's called Nerks when you post on somebody else's stuff, when you're inviting conversation, when you are sharing and commenting on other people's, accomplishments or their streams or anything like that. Hey, Shadow Knight 07 with some gifted tier 1s. I love it. Thank you so much. But guys, this is what we're talking about. Rabambi's been in my chat for it feels like years, right?
It's 4 months now.
4 months, and in 4 months, he's been able to see some of the things that I love to do. I love giving gifts, right? Love giving gifts. Like Rabambi is incredible at promotion, like promoting other people, like as an artist alone.
We wouldn't even be having this conversation if it wasn't for me, when you think about it. Because a couple of months ago, when you did the transition for me, like, that was the first thing you did. And, like, one of my friends in one of the networking groups I was in was like, yo, who did that? And I pointed them your way. And I literally, from there on out, I had an entire networking group in Chaco's chat.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, 30, 40, 50 people, all from the same networking group in Chaco's chat. And most of them have had work done from him since.
Yeah,
right?
and
so, like, the reality is, I put him on the map, and now we're here.
Yeah, yeah. And now we've got Snorlax in the background. But
apparently we have, yeah.
But
that's also like, the back of Snorlax. He's currently sleeping right now, so he's got his head tucked in at the top, but you guys just can't tell how. You just guys can't see that. But yeah, like, nah, all jokes aside, though, but I do that with a lot of people that have worked with me as well. Like, it's not just Chaco. I've had Willow's Heart Studios. I've had Gimme Hug work with me. I've had many amazing artists. Nerdoking, who did all my layouts and stuff. And a lot of the reasons why I care so much about that is because without them, my stream wouldn't be possible, right? And that's the point. Like, my upgrade that I've had in the last few months would not have been possible had it not been for the incredible people that I've had work for me. And I think a lot of people don't realize that when it comes to any form of working or collaborating with anyone else, it's really important to maintain that high level. And if you like their work, go back and get some more, right? Chaco's got a couple of other things that he's going to be working on for me in due course and stuff like that. And other people have got other things coming as well. So it's like, you show support, it will come back. Right, it will come back. The value's going to come back. Speaking of actual logos from Willow's Heart Studios, you guys might have already seen it, but like, he's drawn a whole bunch of logos for me.
See, that's tight. That
I've now got on a mug and on a shirt. And like, even in those, if people buy them, like, Willow's going to get a cut. Like, Willow is going to get some of the money I get from it. I'm just going to cover my cost. Like, Willow's getting the rest. But that's because I want my artist to feel valued, because the guy's incredible.
Well,
like, the guy's amazing.
And Rabambi has always been that way. Like I said, it's crazy. Like, because we talk about this in the stream a lot. You remember, like, on a number of occasions, people have come in like, Chaco, you just donated 155 subs in one day, and it's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, that's not what we're doing. I'm like, that's not. I'm like, what I'm doing is I'm taking what I am capable of doing, and I'm making others feel that love that I feel. And what you've done is your ability to welcome people to Nerkco, to promote artists, to get, like you said, an entire networking group to come and talk to me about work, all that stuff. And of course, in times that, like, I needed it the most, right, where I was having a tough time emotionally, and I was going through a bunch of stuff in my life that, like, this type of work, it really, guys, it saved my life. Like, my stream life saved my life on a number of occasions. And so, like, it's all feeding into the same spot. So, like, when I found out that Rabambi was on staff, it tickled me pink, right? Like, cause I was like, yes, this, like, cause I remember telling Rabambi when he told me that he eventually, you know, he was officially on Nerkco. I'm like, dude, this is your spot. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I don't know anybody else who would, like, rise so fast than you, because of how much you're there for other people. And so, like, when we're talking about what the hell is Nerkco, it's like, it is literally a community of selfless people.
Exactly. And it's all about value added, right? It's a bunch of people that are adding value to other people, and they're okay with not getting anything back. And that's a hard mentality to get into, because a lot of people, when they start streaming, their first whole attitude when people tell them to network, and I've seen this mistake a lot of the time, and I say this all the time, is they're like, oh, well, I support like 50, 60 people, but they don't support me back. And I'm like, but why are you supporting people just to get something back? Mm-hmm. Like, that is the exact reason why they're not, is because you're kind of expecting it for the sake of you're doing something and you expect it back. Like, I literally will go into a Pokemon category and I'll just drop some shiny HD sprites in their stream for them. I don't expect them to follow me. I don't expect them to even see me again, right? But I'll still do it. Why? Because I want to give more people more opportunity to make good content. And if by doing something as simple as that is a way forward and a stepping stone to do so, then I'm doing it, right? And I'm just fortunate in a way that people have come back. You know, since lockdown, my follower number has skyrocketed, way higher than I thought was even possible, right? And now my viewership is slowly starting to scale up with it. I still need to do better. There's still more I need to do, and this is something else that we'll probably go on to, where, you know, the journey towards progression is very, very important. You're not going to know everything from the first moment you turn on your stream for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and that's what we want to invite you guys to do, like with Nerkco. And we wanted to show you guys like that, like we're both me and Rabambi, we're staff members. But you haven't even met like the whole staff family that works their tail off, like, to make sure that this is gonna work. Yeah, I can't even. I'm not allowed to, so I won't do it. But like, what you guys have in store, what we have in store for everybody is like on another level. Like, you think that Nerkco is great now? It's like, just wait. Like, you guys have gotten a glimpse of like the new logo. You guys have, but like, there's so much more that's going down because we listen. We're everywhere in your guys' streams. We're because we want you to be a part of our family, right?
The number of times I have seen a post where someone's come up with an idea and I've tagged Jared in it, and I've just literally said, "Oi, look at this. I think you should do that. I think that works." You'd be surprised. Like, even if you're kind of a little bit nervous to approach us, which some people are, and that's understandable, right? Just post it. Just ask the question. Just make a comment. You get 20 Nerks for it. Why not? Just literally post your idea out there, because all it will do is it will take one person like me who's always watching. Like, I'm even watching streams on my other screen right now. You don't realize this. I've got like 20 other streams open. You'll see me looking over every now and then to see what people are doing. That's because I'm always looking, right? You know, and it's like, it will only take that one person to see that and like it, and it will spread. Like, I'll just go straight to Jared because obviously I talk to him all the time. So it's like, hey, what about this? And like, immediately Jared's gonna do some of them and probably break it, but don't tell him that. But like, we'll do a lot of these kind of things where it's like, we listen to you guys as much as you guys listen to us, right? And this is the point that I want to get across, is that everybody is supporting each other, even if they're not super actively doing so. If like, they're not going to talk in your chat every 5 minutes or whatever, but they are going to be out there, like, keeping an eye on stuff, and people will get support.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is also, do got to give a shout out in the chat, guys. We do actually have the merch store is up and running for Nerkco. If any of our mods can drop a link that they could go check out some of the things that we've got going on. And then also, we are going to be doing like a design competition, or at least getting the community involved with some designs. Yours truly is going to come up with a couple shirt designs as well. You know, I don't know if this is going to be on the merch store, but I'm going to be making a crop top. You guys know that. Which I will wear myself. But I want you guys to go ahead and make sure that you guys head over to the Nerkco merch store and browse around. And then, of course, give suggestions, because we listen. Like, we absolutely listen, right? West Coast of Chaco crop top #seller. Amen to that. So,
but what people don't realize is all the people that are ordering that are literally just Chaco needing another one because he's probably grown a little bit and stuff like that. So he's like, damn it, I need another crop top. Here we go. Here comes another one.
Listen, I will not confirm nor deny that your guy is just getting a little bit bigger, but I don't know if that's because I've been sitting and streaming a whole lot more or I've been working out. But it's crop top streams, right? But the whole point is that, guys, that's what we want to do. We want to have some fun, and wait till some of the more unique features are starting to come out. A lot more artists are coming to Nerkco. We have opportunities to really bless your stream the best way possible. I mean, we've got so many cool plans on helping coach streams, on all these things, and you'll see details rolled out, you know, progressively. But anything that you guys have said needs improvement on a massive scale, that's the first thing that we talk about in our meetings and whatnot. So, well, like, Rabambi, what are you going to be doing? What's your next streams look like? What's your goals? What are some of the things that you can tell us about? Because I do have something that I want to try with you before we're all said and done.
All right. Sounds fun. So currently my stream plans, as always, will be in a general weekly schedule, Tuesday through Friday, 8 p.m. British summer time for about 4 hours or so. Usually Tuesday, Wednesdays, I am currently going through Pokemon's Generation 1 all the way through Generation 8 in a Nuzlocke challenge to celebrate the amazing logo work that Willow's Heart Studios did. That's on my shirt right now currently, as well as on the mugs that you're seeing me drink from and stuff like that. We are going through every single generation celebrating that. So Tuesday and Wednesday will be those playthroughs. Thursday, I will be hosting my own community nights now. I did it on Friday, but it didn't work out, so I'm going to make the adaptation to do it on Thursday. I think Thursday is a better day for it, so that's what we're going for. And I'll be doing Pokemon Scribblio, stuff like that. So you guys get to laugh at how crap I am at art compared to Chaco. Believe you me, my artistic skills do not stack up to Chaco's. I can't draw a stick man with all its arms, legs, and head connected. It looks like I've decapitated one of them or amputated half of them off. Or like the joint doesn't work. Alright, but it's pretty funny. You guys get to join in on that, and it's always great fun. It's a good laugh. And then on Fridays, I do shiny hunting in Sword and Shield. I'm currently shiny hunting in the Middle East Sobble, which is going to take a long time, because that one's a pain in the backside to hunt. Well, either way, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and I'll maybe even be adding other stuff into at some point. I've got a lot of planning to do and stuff like that. But yeah, that is currently my plan of action. So I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m. British summertime, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for those in the States. That's the easiest conversion I have for you. I don't know all the time zones in America. There's too many of them. Yeah. But like generally speaking, that's when I stream. That's when you'll find me. I'm always around. And of course, you'll find me in your streams as well. I'll be around. I'll be hopping in. Because that's just how we do.
Absolutely. So, okay. So this is what I want to do. Americans are funny. All right.
I mean, you might want to say that, but I think that's biased. I think British people are more funny, but that's just my opinion.
But looks aren't everything, right? That's
well, you're not wrong there. I'll tell you that much. Because if that was the case, then your screen will be black.
Oh, here we go. So this is what I want to do. So, guys, there's a few words that we say in America that they do not use the same words in the UK, I should say, because where are you?
That's true.
You know, so, and again, some of them are a lot alike, but let me tell you, look, and so I want to go ahead and see how many of the American side of things that you know.
All right.
When we go or would you? Let's see. Maybe I'll read the American side. And let's see if you can
and see if I can translate it into proper English. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
You guys ready? Oh my gosh! All right, let's start with something. Okay, actually, let's try one. We'll try a couple ways out. What the heck is a biro?
So a biro is a pen. Biro is actually the branding of a ballpoint pen. But otherwise it is a pen normally.
Ding, ding, ding. We got that right there. All right, ballpoint pen. Done right there. All right. Do you know what toilet paper is?
I mean, we call it toilet paper in the UK as well.
Okay.
We sometimes call it loo roll as more of a slang term. But like generally we call it toilet paper in general.
All right. Because I have over here, and this could be in certain parts, right? Bog roll.
That's more of a northern British thing. I'm on the south coast, so we don't really use that so much. That term kind of is more like in TV programs,
right,
rather than actual like British people use it. There's quite a few things like that where those instances will happen, so probably a few of them will come up.
Okay, I think that the words are good. We're gonna bounce back between a couple different things. These ones are gonna be pretty rapid questions. Is everybody ready? We've warmed him up.
No, wait, what?
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm a little old lady. Come on, don't rush me that first. You can't do this to me. Come on, Chaco, what are you doing?
Here it comes. All right,
I'm an 80-year-old Karen. Wait, what?
I have a slew of would you rather questions.
All right.
And you just got a rapid fire. Okay, you ready?
You realize I'm not a man of few words, right? This is going to be extremely hard for me. You understand this?
Here's my number one goal. As long as it doesn't take, like, you can go and rapid fire the answer and then explain it. I'm cool with
Should I
that.
suddenly talking really, really fast like this so nobody understands the word I'm saying? And then,
Yeah. All right,
is that
here
what
it
you really want
comes.
me to do? No, I'm not doing it.
All right. Would you rather have 3 feet or 3 hands?
3 hands.
Would you rather have all your shirts be 2 sizes too big or have them all be 1 size too small?
2 sizes too big.
Why?
Because I have very, very broad shoulders, so I have to wear my shirts 2 sizes too big anyway. So it would be nothing new to me.
Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Oh, shout all day. Shout all day.
Would you rather live without music or without television?
You can't theoretically live without music anyway, because music is everywhere.
Ooh.
And I don't watch TV anyway, so
was-
music.
All right.
TV would be what I'd live without.
Would you rather wrestle a bear or an alligator?
Alligator.
Wait. Okay, I could agree with that one. I could agree with that one. All right.
Because I'm the size of a bear, so a bear hair would be too boring. It wouldn't be too much fun. An alligator's easy. I just sit on top of it and then hold its mouth. Easy.
All right, let's see. Would you rather have the same phone forever or the same haircut forever?
Oh, that's a hard one. Haircut.
Yeah.
Short hair.
You'd have short hair?
Short hair, yeah.
All right. I want to see Rabami with short hair.
I sometimes do. I'm waiting for my hairdresser to open up so I can get the dish mop off my head.
All right, here we go. Ooh, would you rather play chess or checkers?
I am a master level chess player, so chess.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Would you rather invent a new gadget or discover a new species?
Invent a new gadget.
Ooh, invent a new gadget. What would it be?
Virtual reality Pokemon.
Oh,
I can be a real life Pokemon trainer.
we gotta talk. All right, here goes. Would you rather have the side? Oh, hold on. Would you rather have a side of dog treats with every meal or a side of cat food with every meal?
I'm more of a dog person, so I say dog treats.
All right, would you
Dog
rather?
meat and dog biscuits are actually fit for human consumption.
Actually,
Cat
you
treats
are
are not
true.
necessarily.
You are right. You are correct on that. Let's see. Would you rather be an extra in a really good movie or have a big part in a really bad movie?
Oh, I'd be an extra in a good movie all day.
Yeah, would you rather be a brilliant scientist or a world-famous painter?
Brilliant scientist. Sorry, Chaco.
I work with pixels. Are you just talking
I
about
know,
the
but I didn't want to be an artist. I'd rather be a scientist. I'd
right.
pay someone else to do the art for me.
I like that. I like that. Would you rather only drink water or never eat cookies again?
I don't eat cookies all that often, so never eat cookies again.
Never. Would you rather sleepwalk every night or sleep talk every night?
I'll sleep talk, because then someone can record me sleep talking and it'll be hilarious. The random shit I say when I'm sleeping. Easy.
Would you rather cut your nails too short every time, or you every time you cut them, or never be able to own a pet?
Those are weird ones. They don't match at all. So at the moment, I currently don't have a pet. So never owning a pet again probably wouldn't be that much of a problem to me. So I'll say never own a pet.
Okay, this one's a little bit wonky, but I think it has precedence. Would you rather eat through your butt or poop through your mouth?
Eat for your butt.
Would you rather?
Because then it means all I have to do when I'm streaming is someone puts it by me. I just go, hup! All right, that's my daily consumption done for today. Easy clap. There, right.
Guys, I got this list and I'm just like running through them. Would you rather wear a bra in the shower or wear a bra on top of your clothes?
It would be funny for me to have my moobs in a bra, so I'd wear a bra over my clothes.
He said, all right, let's see. Would you rather win the lottery but have to spend it all in one day or triple your salary forever?
Probably triple my salary forever because I'd have more in the long term.
Yep. All right, let's see. Would you rather control fire or water?
Fire.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. No. I'm looking for a good one. All right, we got a couple more. Would you rather kiss a horse or tell your ex you still love them?
I'd rather kiss a horse on the forehead, which is what you're supposed to do with horses anyway.
If it makes you feel better, I'd rather kiss a horse.
Well, yeah, we both have experiences of that.
Right. All right, let's see. Would you rather face your biggest fear or spend one night in a landfill?
I've kind of done both, but probably face my biggest fear.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Rabambi, tell us your number one, or even a couple pieces, if you will, of advice for any new streamer that either wants to join Nerkco or join streaming. Because I know you and I both believe that like streaming is very difficult. It has its ups and downs, but it is worth it completely.
Yeah.
So,
I would say, for me, when I started, I was to give the same advice I'd always say. I'd say that don't think you're going to be one of the 1% that's going to be streaming full-time, because it's not going to happen overnight. You will have a very, very slow start. It can be a couple of months. It can be a hell of a long time. Like, it took 10 months for me to gain any kind of notoriety, for any kind of following at all. So it will take time. It's a long process. But alongside that, when it comes to joining Nerkco, I can't think of a single better place where you will meet people that will actively support you and stay there, and find a community that will actually value you more than you know. There are plenty of networking groups out there. There's a whole bunch of people that run networking groups and stuff like that, and they're all more in it for themselves. But what I would say is give more than you get back, because at the end of the day, like, the getting back part may well happen in a long time, but it will happen. The more you put into other people, the more that will come back to you. It's the old adage, what goes around comes around.
yeah. I love that. I love that. Well, guys, I want to thank Rabambi for being here. Rabambi is an incredible asset and an incredible human being. He is always open to talking things through, and especially if you need someone who's not going to bullshit you. Like, they're not, and it's like he's very tactful in doing so, but he's very direct, but he also comes up with solutions, and he's there to work you through it, and he's there to be for you. He is one of the epitomes and poster children, I should say, because we've got a lot of them in our Nerkco staff, and I'm grateful for your friendship. If you guys did not know, him and Doos and Rose, who are in my or in the chat right now, they were my original mods. I mean, he's been there since like practically day one. I think since my third or fourth stream at the very least.
I think I lurked in your first couple of streams. I didn't necessarily watch them actively, because I kind of wanted to see what you were about, and then I started being more active like a weekend. So yeah, it's been a while. But like, now, generally speaking, and I'll say this to anyone who's in here that's kind of nervous or worried that wants someone to have advice on the channel, not just myself, there's a bunch of experienced creators on here. Aladrin Game On has been streaming for over 6 years. She's got a lot of experience with streaming as well. She's also going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people like Nerdy and Fit who are exceptional streamers. Babbling Goat's been in here, who's an inspiration to all of us, right? You know, there's a lot of things that even I'm learning from Babbling Goat, right? So there's a lot of amazing creators here that you can take inspiration from. Like, some of the things that I do on my stream, I took inspiration from someone else, right? And it's just been added into my content as a way to improve. And that's the other thing I would say to everyone, is always look at yourself and ask, what can you do better? Because there's so many people out there that seem to think it's everyone else's responsibility to make their stream happen, but it's not. Ultimately, it falls on your shoulders. And the difference between someone who will grow and someone who will stay relevant for a long time and someone who will be there for a few minutes and then go again are those people that are able to reflect and always try and do better. I make mistakes. I mentioned it before. I tried doing a community night last night and I botched it. It was terrible. It was the worst stream I've had since lockdown. But part of that was because of the timing I did it, and part of that was because of the general nature of what it was. So by doing it on a different day, and now I'm going to potentially see some improvement, and it may well take a while for it to take off because it is a diversion from what I normally do. So it may well take a while, but I'm in it for the long haul.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, I love and appreciate you. If it weren't for you, I'd probably still have my mic muted.
Yeah, I was gonna rather jokingly say your mic's been muted the whole time, but I decided against it just because I was just like, someone would have pointed it out, and everyone would have just been like, "For fuck's sake, Rabombi, really? You had to do him like that?" I'd be like, "Yes, I did, because that's just who I am as a person." So easy clap. You're welcome,
guys. I want to say thank you to Rabombi. I'm grateful he's in my life. I know you guys who've dealt with him are grateful he's in your life. Here's a couple things I want you guys to recognize. In 2 hours' time, we are going to not only, like right now, we just talked about Nerkco. We talked about the community. We talked about our involvement, but let us show you that shit. All right? I'm not kidding you. You want to see a good time? You want to see a damn good time? You're going to come back, because in 2 hours from now, we have our family game night. Right? It's our Nerkco night, and we want you guys all to be there, all right? Because we have a lot of great things. We have a lot of giveaways. We have more announcements that we're going to be having fun with. And, of course, our very own Nerdy and Fit is going to be our host. You may or may not see another familiar face there as well, and including all of us, right? So we are playing Among Us. That is the Teletubby space game. And so it's a
what
riot.
A weird way to describe a new game. It's like coming in, it's like, this is the new fad, Among Us, the Teletubby space game.
Welcome to the Teletubby murder mystery space game. All right.
Yeah.
So we want you guys all to be there. In the meantime, go get your snacks. Go get all of that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna promote the game night, because we want to see you guys here back in 2 hours, because we want it to be fun. We want you guys, if you guys are in need of community, if you have people in your community who are stressing about their streams and everything like that, and want to not just network, but also be a part of something bigger, it is time to show you what Nerkco is all about when we host our Nerkco night, okay? So, Jared, if you're in the chat, we need to find somebody to raid, because that's what we do. Right, we promote, we love, and everything like that. And let's go ahead and find somebody. And then when you say thumbs up,
I've got someone if someone needs it.
What's the name?
But Naomi Nobody, of course.
Oh, guys, that would actually be pretty big, because she's a part of the Nerkco Nation. Jared, did you hear that? I'm acting like I'm talking to him.
Yeah, while we go and get set up for raid, Chaco's literally going to use that rope on the door handle right now to tie me back up, and I'm going to be dragged back down in the basement. I might be let out again in 2 hours' time, but you never know. But yeah.
So if we could get Jared to raid Naomi Nobody, we're going to go ahead, and this is our sign-off. We love you guys, and we will see you back here in 2 hours whenever you're ready. All right? So
take care, guys.
See ya.
Alright guys, and that is the end of the interview. There's a couple of minutes after that where Chaco forgot to end the stream a little bit after we raided Naomi. But yeah, I hope that was insightful for you guys. I hope you guys got to learn a few things about Nerkco, maybe a few things about me that you may not have realized, and stuff like that. But either way guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.